Hi everyone, I am Sudhir Gupta, teacher in Study Hall, Lucknow. Welcome to my channel School Jaisa. Support me with your like, share and subscribe. Thank you.
Now, continuing with the same chapter, force and pressure. This is the 8th part and the last one even. So, we are going to study factors affecting atmospheric pressure, and we will do some applications of liquid and atmospheric pressures. So, what are the factors which affect atmospheric pressure? First, we see over here, that is altitude. Second, we can see temperature. Third, what do we see? Humidity. Now, firstly, starting with altitude. We know that whenever we go high up in the air, that means suppose that we are going to be in Lucknow right now. Although since there is a lockdown, so we can't go anywhere to Hali hill station and all that. But generally what happens, if we are going to be in Lucknow right now, and when we talk about when we are going to hilly areas, Nainital or many of the hilly areas are there. So what the difference is over there? So the air layer, or you can say the content or the density of the air which is going to be there in Lucknow will be less in hilly areas. That means in Lucknow it would be more and in hilly areas it would be less. What it tells that as we go higher up in the area, as we go higher up in the air layer continuously decreases. Now, can you give me any example, sir? Yes, the best example. We would have heard that mountaineers carry oxygen cylinders with themselves. Why do they carry the oxygen cylinder with themselves? Question comes. Because we know that whenever they go high up in the sky, suppose they have to go to any Mount Everest and anywhere like that. So when they go very high up in the sky, high up in the air, then the air layer continuously decreases. And when the air layer continuously decreases, that means oxygen will be less in that area. And when oxygen would be less in that area, how do they will get the oxygen? So they carry the oxygen cylinder with themselves. So that whenever they face problem of the lack of oxygen there to breathe, then they use that oxygen cylinder. So since they are carrying the oxygen cylinder with themselves, that tells us that definitely the air layer decreases while going up in the air. So here the same concept is that higher the altitude means higher you go above, the lesser will be the air layer. And when the lesser would be the air layer, then we know that atmospheric pressure is due to that air. So when air would be less, the atmospheric pressure exerting will also be less. So this is the reason we say that higher the altitude, lesser will be the atmospheric pressure. Now we come to next, that is temperature. Now when we talk about temperature, that means whenever the heating is done, then the expansion takes place. Either you talk about the solid or liquid or gas, expansion would be there in all the three states. But the difference would be this, that expansion would be due to heat, due to temperature, would be least in the case of the solid and maximum in the case of the gas. It means that whenever we are going to be talking about the heat, about the temperature, then air molecules will get separated from each other. When air molecules will get separated from each other, automatically the density will become less. When the density will become less, that means air molecules are far from each other. So the atmospheric pressure which has to be exerted by the air molecule will automatically become less. That is, when the temperature is increased, expansion would be there, molecules will get separated from each other, air molecule will not be close to each other. So the pressure which was exerting on any body, on any object, due to the air layer will become less. That means atmospheric pressure will become less. So here we say that higher will be the temperature, lesser will be the atmospheric pressure. Now we come to the third point, which is called humidity. What humidity is? In summers we would have observed people to discuss with each other that today humidity is very much and this and that, blah blah blah. So why it is so? So whenever the humidity is there, that means water vapor are going to be maximum in the air, and that water vapor which is present is lighter than air. That means humid air is lighter than dry air. So automatically what will happen? The atmospheric pressure will become less. That means whenever the humidity is high, then the atmospheric pressure will be less. So these are the three factors which affect atmospheric pressure. What were those? Altitude, temperature and humidity. That is, higher the altitude, lesser will be the atmospheric pressure. Higher will be the temperature, lesser will be the atmospheric pressure. Higher will be the humidity, lesser will be the atmospheric pressure. It means if the question comes like this, what are the factors on which the atmospheric pressure depends? Your answer should be altitude, temperature and humidity. But if it is asked, what are the factors on which the atmospheric pressure depends and how? When they say how, that means you have to mention this thing. And sometimes you can have the question in the form of the fill in the blanks also. That is, higher the altitude, dash will be the atmospheric pressure. That means you have to write lesser. Sometimes it can be asked like this also. Dash the temperature, lesser will be the atmospheric pressure. So what will be your answer? Higher. So in this way the question can be asked like this. Now we come to the application of liquid and atmospheric pressure. That is liquid pressure and atmospheric pressure. Now when we talk about the liquid pressure and atmospheric pressure, I will be explaining one more. Some deep sea divers. Why do I say deep sea divers? Suppose this is the layer. This is the free surface of water and the person is swimming like this. Then in this case, the person when is swimming like this, then only the atmospheric pressure is going to be exerting on his body. And that atmospheric pressure which would be exerting on his body, that will be balanced by the pressure of the fluid which is present inside his or her body. So no uncomfortableness would be there. But if the same person goes deep in the sea, for example, very deep, I am taking a very less depth, but in the case if the person is going to be in very depth, then think about it. The pressure which was acting earlier on his body, that is the atmospheric pressure, will still be there. But along with it, there is an external pressure. There is an extra pressure, you can say, of the water column will also be there. Water column will be there. That means pressure which was exerting over here at this position, that is the free surface of the water, that is the portion which is above, was the pressure of atmospheric pressure, that is of atmosphere only. Within the case when the person or the swimmer or the deep sea diver goes deep in the sea, then the pressure is going to be more. Why? Because two pressures are there acting on his body or her body. That is the atmospheric pressure as well as the pressure due to liquid column, due to water column. So that pressure can increase to this extent that his or her body can get crushed. So the question comes, we have heard that they do not die, their body do not get crushed. So why so? Because in that case I should tell you, they wear a special kind of the suit, and that special kind of the suit which they wear is able to balance the pressure which is exerting from outside, that is equal to the pressure of water column as well as the atmospheric pressure, and in this way the diver body is going to be same. We can take the same example with that of the fish also. That fishes which generally going to be living in the deep or here somewhere over here. When they try to, that means when they were living deep in the sea, that means their body was able to balance the pressure of the atmosphere as well as the pressure of this liquid column. That means their blood which is present inside it, the fluid which is present inside it, the gas which was present in their body, that was able to balance it. But if you are going to bring it up and you bring it to this surface area, that is the top surface area, then what will happen? Their body will burst. Why their body will burst? Because when they will start coming up, so the pressure which was exerting from outside will continuously become less, as the pressure which was acting from inside will be remaining as it is. That is, the pressure which was acting from inside, that will become much more than the pressure which is exerting from outside, and due to which their body will collapse. And opposite can be this also. Those aquatic animals which live in the open, which live in the above layer, that means the upper layer of the water, if they are allowed to go very deep, then also their body will crush. Why? Because in this case, the external pressure will become more comparing to that of the internal one. Now we take one more example, that is drinking straw. Now think about it. We do not consider this generally, but we should know. I made it little bit bigger mouth bottle in order to explain you all better. So I have taken a bottle in which there was some cold drink, and I have taken a straw. So when I have taken a straw, now think about it. This straw is going to be dipped in the cold drink. Now initially when we take the straw in our mouth like this, and we are simply keeping it like this, we are not sucking, we will observe that the liquid do not enter into your mouth. Why? And what happens if you suck it like this? You observe that liquid enters into your mouth. So why it happens like this? When you are simply holding with your mouth, you are holding the straw with your mouth, the liquid was not going inside your mouth. But when you suck it, the liquid or the cold drink goes inside your mouth. What is the reason behind it? Let us understand the reason. In the case, initially the pressure, that is the atmospheric pressure, was acting like this. This is the atmospheric pressure which was acting on the liquid from outside, and that atmospheric pressure was acting on this hole from outside, and the air which was present inside, that is inside this container, inside this straw, that is was exerting like this. So this hole, that this pressure and this pressure were equal to each other till we do not suck it, because straw was not empty, it was having the air in it. So that pressure of the air and this pressure, external pressure, both were balanced, and due to which liquid do not enter into your mouth. But suddenly what happens when you suck it? So what happens when we suck it? We observe that the liquid get inside only. No, not at all. Firstly what happens, whatever the air which is present in it, that goes into your mouth. But it all happens in a very less time, that we are not able to observe that before entering the liquid, before entering the cold drink, the air went inside. So what exactly happens? That whenever you suck it, then air which is present in it, that goes into your mouth in a very short time. And as soon as the air goes into your mouth while sucking, the vacuum is created over here. And when the vacuum is created over here, so pressure which was acting from inside became zero, whereas the pressure which acts from outside is remaining as it is, and that allows the liquid to rise and it enters into your mouth. And in this way it happens that we have cold drink in our mouth. Now the last example I should tell you, you would have seen when I was young, when I was very small, my father was to bring a kind of the gun like this. I'm not making the exact diagram of it, and that gun was having the rod like a structure which comes out from it, and that's going to have shape like this. And when we hit it on the any glass material or glass plate, it go and stick to it like this. Why it sticks like this? What happens? So what happens over here, when we fire it, when we hit it on a glass body, then it goes and get stick to it. Why it get stick to it? What is the reason behind it? There is a reason. Because when it is going to be hit very hard on the glass wall, then the portion which is going to be like this, that air comes out due to heavy pressure which is exerted suddenly on the glass wall, and when the air comes out, then vacuum is created in this portion, whereas the atmospheric pressure acts from the outside like this as it is. So what happens, since the vacuum created inside and no pressure from inside, where the atmospheric pressure was acting continuously from outside, and due to which it go and stick to the wall of the glass. So here the air pressure is playing important role in this example, but when you talk about these example, the liquid pressure is there. Thank you. We are completing this chapter. We'll move to the next one.